Now I know what y'all thinking. Juan, why are we making draft videos in November? We are no longer in that business as we're a team fighting for a playoff position. I get it. I understand. Hear me out though. I already know most of y'all gonna be like, no, Juan, we not doing this. I don't want to. Just at least hear me out. Okay, then put your comment down below whether you agree or disagree. All right, YouTube, what's going on? It's Juan Gotti here. We have the Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with the video where we're going to be talking about the Washington Commanders being projected to potentially draft a Heisman candidate. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on the road to 8,000 subscribers, so it'd be greatly appreciated if you haven't reached that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Let's get straight into today's video. So, if you have been under a rock, well, let me fill you in. In the college football world, there is a Heisman race between just two candidates for the most part. That is Travis Hunter of the Colorado Buffaloes and Ashton Jeanty of Boise State. I don't know. I ain't gonna lie. Boise State Bluefield. Let's just say that. I know they're horses, something in Idaho, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm sorry, Boise State fans. They are both doing something that is crazy, okay? Something that pretty much has never been seen before at the college level. And as for Ashton Jeanty's case, it's something that we haven't seen in a very long time. Now, Washington, where does the Commanders come into play for this? I will be real with you, okay? Earlier in the season, we were being mocked to potentially getting Travis Hunter, and I was just like, I didn't buy it too much. I would love it, but I wouldn't buy it too much. Not because I thought we would be 7-4 right now and in a position to win the division, but more so because it's Travis Hunter, bro. I get it. They're gonna be quarterbacks taken, Shador Sanders, Cam Ward, and all the other guys that are going to be coming out at the quarterback position. But I'm just like, there's no way Travis Hunter does not get picked inside the top 5. Like, I don't know. So, and I just knew we weren't going to be that bad, like, to be picked in the top 5 to get Travis Hunter. Now, Washington's second Heisman candidate that we could be interested in is Ashton Jeanty. And your boy Juan Gotti said that on stream. Go back to the Eagles game, and I'm going to clip it in one of these upcoming videos. I can't clip it right now because we already started recording. But I said Ashton Jeanty could be a good fit for the Washington Commanders, and I personally would draft him. And now this was my reasoning for it, okay? Hear me out. I understand running backs are not that big of a deal anymore in this generation. You can always find a good running back in the 3rd, 4th, 5th round. I understand that. So Washington's already got their quarterback taken care of. Washington has now already got their cornerback 1 potentially taken care of, and Marshawn Lattimore is what we think he is, and he can give us something for about 2-3 years. So now you don't have to spend a 1st-round pick on a quarterback. You don't have to spend a 1st-round pick on a cornerback. So the only thing else that you could potentially do is start filling out your skill positions. Now, let's say a month earlier in March, you sign a wide receiver, whether that's T. Higgins, because I like T. Higgins. I think that's the luxury pick that everybody wants, and every team that needs a receiver is going to be jogging over. But there's other guys out there, too. Older Stephon Diggs. I know he's coming off a torn ACL, but older Stephon Diggs. Because just because you get Stephon Diggs doesn't mean you can't get T. Higgins. And just because you get T. Higgins don't mean you can't get a Stephon Diggs or a Chris Godwin. That's who I really want. I know he's coming off of an injury too, but if he comes back, I would love Chris Godwin. He's a 1,000-yard machine, and more likely not would have got 1,000 yards this season if he never got hurt. So imagine a field with Terry McLaurin and Chris Godwin, and a 2nd-year Luke McCaffrey, or Terry McLaurin, a T. Higgins, Chris Godwin, and a Luke McCaffrey. Like, we have options in free agency for the receiver position, and Keenan Allen. It's a bunch of old heads, but they still contribute. T. Higgins is just the young one and the one that has the most hype around him, and I think we have a legit chance to getting him. So that being said, You take care of wide receiver in free agency. You traded for Marshawn Lattimore during this season, so your cornerback one most likely could be taken care of if Marshawn Lattimore proves that. You get T. Higgins, or you get a top receiver in free agency. Now you get to the draft, and you have the two main positions figured out. Now, the only thing that you could say that we probably would need to take in the first round, maybe left tackle, if you don't believe in Brandon Coleman. I know he's been not the best lately, but clearly, if they're going to continue to try him out there, they want to at least see what he could potentially be, okay? And they want to get a full synopsis and full season on him before they say, okay, you know what, he's a guard, or you know what, he can't help us at all, or you know what, he's our tackle. So you could go left tackle. I wouldn't mind that. I would love that, because obviously you need a left tackle to protect Jaden Daniels' blind side. Would love that. But the reason why I feel like Washington should go Ashton Jeanty is because of the pick and the value. Now, the only other case that you could say for Washington, or for Ashton Jeanty, I should say, is that there's no way he falls to the 20s. But considering the fact, like I already mentioned, teams like New York, teams like Las Vegas, teams like Cleveland, teams like Tennessee, there are a plethora of teams that are going to need quarterbacks next season. So the more quarterbacks that are pushed to the front, obviously, the more other players take a hit. Now, that's the only way that I don't see Travis Hunter making it inside the top 5. So just imagine where all the quarterbacks are going, and Travis Hunter's still sitting there somehow at 8. Okay? Then Travis Hunter gets picked. Everyone else is going to be continuing to be getting pushed back. And then it's also going to be that stench of, man, it's a running back. Why do we want to take a running back that high? Last time I believe a running back went that high was Saquon Barkley, and although he has turned it up in Philly, you ask the Giants if they had to do it over again, would they draft Saquon Barkley? They probably wouldn't. So you see how good he is, but there are a lot of questions from Ashton Jeanty about should he be top 10 and top 15 because of this right here. Couple of reasons. First reason, he plays for the Boise State. Let me actually look up their name, man, so I could get it right. But Broncos, that's what it is. I ain't even see the name yet. I just saw the logo. Broncos, okay? You look at that, and you say that, okay, he's playing in Boise State. They don't really play nobody. So that's also a question that everyone has to talk about. Is he really going to be able to do this at the next level? Because look at the collegiate competition that he's playing. Well, let me tell you this. Ashton Jeanty did this against Oregon the first game of the season. And if I can remember, the Ducks are number 1 in the nation right now. So hey, you take that for what it's worth. Another fault of Ashton Jeanty, or another thing that makes people want to look at him differently with a little bit of a side eye, is that he's 5'9". He's 5'9", okay? So he's not the tallest back, okay? He's not the tallest back. So size at the running back position, depending on what you're looking for, could definitely matter. Obviously, you see Brian Robinson, he's like 6'2". You see Derrick Henry, he's like 6'2", 6'3", right? And you actually want to have some size on you. Now, I will say guys like Nick Chubb are still able to be around, even though he, is banged up. He's coming back off an injury. He's able to survive, and he's not the biggest back. So it depends on what you're looking for. And also, it's always that, can he do it at the next level thing? And I'll be first to tell you, I'm not sure if Ashton Jeanty is going to be able to continue what he's doing at the collegiate level at the next level, because I mean the NFL is a bunch of grown men, and that's just different. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Falcons drafted Bijan Robinson. He's been a good piece, but is he doing what he was doing at Texas? Travis Etienne, is he doing what he was doing in college in Jacksonville? Nah, but he's still cooking. So that's not to say that he's not gonna cook, but I don't expect him to put up 256 carries, 1,893 rushing yards, 26 touchdowns. I don't expect that at all, but that doesn't mean you can't get him in the first round. All right, so now let's talk about why I think he would fit in Washington. Washington right now, if you can look at this team, you will be able to tell we're lethargic on offense. We are lethargic on offense. I think adding Ashton Jeanty to this backfield would give us not only a playmaking ability out the backfield, it would give us speed, it would give us a ability to hit home run plays. How many home run plays has Washington had this season? I'm talking about you hand it off to the running back, and he's able to take it 50, 60 yards to the house, 40, 30 yards to the house. How many screens were we able to take to the house this year? It seems like every time we have a potential home run play, we get stopped short at the one, or we get stopped short. Ashton Jeanty immediately comes in and brings that home run ability to this offense. I think Ashton Jeanty is so good for this fit because we don't have that change of pace back. Now, one thing that I pride myself on the most is knowing ball. Because I know football. And I don't work in the NFL. I'm not a scout. I'm not this guy that, this team needs this team. This team needs this player. But when you watch a team every day and it's your team, you know what you're lacking. And if you're watching this team this season, you can clearly see we lack change of pace. We have Brian Robinson and Austin Eckler in the backfield and Jeremy McNichols. I'm fine with Brian Robinson. I'm happy with Austin Eckler. He signed a 2-year deal, so more likely than not, he will be here next year. But those guys don't possess the speed that Ashton Jeanty possesses. They don't possess the speed that can just be a one-play touchdown. You know what I'm saying? It could be a change of a guard. Like imagine you're playing your opponent and they go down and get a field goal, and you come right back down. And in the first 3 plays, you score a touchdown. Now they got to get back on the field. You know what I'm saying? So we just don't have no home run ability. And we have the opportunity to change that this offseason. Not just with Ashton Jeanty, but also with free agency. We're getting a guy like T. Higgins, Chris Godwin, Stephon Diggs, Keenan Allen. We have that ability to do that this offseason in many ways. So I just think Ashton Jeanty would be a perfect pick. Let me go ahead and read you guys this article where I also use as a reference here. I can't remember the name because I got the screenshot off of Twitter, but it says 23 Washington Commanders Ashton Jeanty. This will be a luxury pick for the Commanders, but one that could elevate the offense in a major way. The duo of Austin Eckler and Brian Robinson has produced solid numbers, but if they have a chance to give Jaden Daniels a dynamic running back like Ashton Jeanty, I think they should run the card in. This is Destin Adams, so I'm guessing he's an NFL insider. Just imagine, just close your eyes for a second and imagine a backfield with Ashton Jeanty and Jaden Daniels, a healthy Jaden Daniels, where his legs is in full effect and in full of the game plan. That would be nasty, man. Cliff would do so much damage with this. And I want to get out in front of this now because I'm one of the early ones that said this on my YouTube channel on stream. I think we need to go Ashton Jeanty. So when it comes, I didn't want to wait till April to make this video when the noise and when the possibilities start to get legit and real. Right now, we don't know what's going to happen, and I could be way off. But come April, when everybody's making their videos and all these insiders and NFL are saying Washington have a real chance to get Ashton Jeanty, duh, because we already knew this over here because your man Juan Gotti put you on game back in November by just watching the games, just like y'all. A lot of y'all just watch the games like me, man. I ain't no different than y'all. And y'all see what we struggle at. Y'all see what we need to add or make this team better. We don't necessarily struggle at the running back position, but you know that it could be way better. You see what the Lions is doing with Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. Who say we can't do that with Ashton Jeanty and Brian Robinson? Who say we can't do that with Ashton Jeanty, Brian Robinson, and Austin Eckler? Austin Eckler already said he doesn't want to see the field that much. Austin Eckler, for next season, could see the field maybe 5-10 snaps offensively, 15 at most, but he'd be your primary kick returner. You know what I'm saying? He already said he don't want to see the field that much, and he's getting older. Let me see. Hey Siri, how old is Austin Eckler? Austin Eckler's 29, so he'll be 30 next season, before May 17th. Before next season starts, he'll be 30. So that being said, it makes that much sense to add a dynamic 20-year-old to your backfield. Ashton Jeanty's younger than me. That's crazy, bruh. Like, we really to the age where guys that are younger than me or same age as me are in the NFL. That is crazy. My fault. But yeah, I think Washington goes as I should go Ashton Jeanty if we're picking 25, 27, 23, 21. Like, if we're in the late stage of the first round, cool. I know a lot of y'all not going to like this video. That's fine. I know a lot of y'all not going to agree with this video. That's totally fine. This is just me giving my honest thoughts and my honest opinion because this is what I think Washington should do. If presented the opportunity. Now, obviously, for sure, Ashton Jeanty could go 10, he could go 11, and this won't even be in consideration. But I'm just saying, in November, I had to get this video up and not in April because I wanted to get out in front and let my guys and girls who watch my videos know. Ashton Jeanty to the Commanders, ladies and gentlemen. Why not? All right. So y'all have a best one. Stay safe. Be easy out there. Enjoy your Saturday game day tomorrow. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on the road to 8,000 subscribers. Please help me get there as soon as possible. Thank you so much. See you later. I'm out. Peace.